Hi. I want to make a quick, concise, and direct response to this YouTuber called Dr. Grande on the recent ICE incidents where an American citizen, Renée Nicole Good, was unfortunately shot and died. Okay, I have watched the entirety of his argument. I realize he claims he is calm, unbiased, and is analyzing, but you see, many things it's very difficult to pretend. The first obvious error he made was he claimed that Renée Good was blocking the operation of ICE agents, that Renée Good inserted herself and blocks the operation of ICE agents. Okay, and the first obvious problem is he only shows the second part of this video. Now, the first part of this video is available online. This is from the Guardian News from the UK. Okay. Before I play this video, I want to tell you what this video shows. This video shows that this is the vehicle of Renée Good. Okay. And then this is a car that is stuck in snow, a civilian car that is stuck in snow. And Renée Good was simply trying to pass through. And before she turned, she even waved at this ICE agent's car so that they can pass before her. So she gave the ICE agent a priority to pass. Okay, I'm going to play this video now. Okay, so you see she's waving at the ICE agent. Look, she's waving so the ICE agent can pass before her as a priority. So unfortunately, I'm very sorry to say this doctor is lying to our face. Unfortunately, he pretends he is arguing, which makes sense because, you see, I'm posting some simple facts, all based on mathematics. I take no position. I'm barred from commenting. My comments anywhere on ABC, BBC, ABC Australia, NBC, DW News, France 24, everything disappear. But look at him. He receives 85,000 views in 5 hours. So YouTube does not block him. YouTube blocks me. Okay? So he's with authority. The purpose he come front, pretend he's calm and analyzing, is because he think he can deceive the American people. And I caught him. He didn't show the full video. He accuses Renée Good as a leftist, blocking the operation of ICE, while in reality, the video shows that there was a car stuck in snow. This woman, American citizen Renée Good, was passing but she has to turn left and then turn right to pass this car that was stuck in snow. And she saw a ICE agent car coming. She waved and allowed this car to move first, move before her. So the argument of this doctor is based on the second part of a video. If he is a good analyst, if he is an honest analyst, why does he not show the first part and make the correct analysis? And subsequently, he says that, okay, here, his argument is that, by the way, the name of this agent has been published on the internet, but he protect him, he calls him John Doe. I will do the same, okay? He claims, so the video, as many sources has published, Renée Good was backing, okay, then turning right. There are two officers, okay? One asked her to drive away. The other asked her to come out, okay? It's that this time, this doctor made a second error. He says, when this ICE agent placed his or her hands on the vehicle, Renée Good has been detained, effective detained. That is not true. Okay, I'm going to show you what ABC News just says, okay? Okay, here is the ABC News today, okay? Listen to this.
U.S. citizens. No, they do not have the authority to detain a U.S. citizen for immigration violations.
Okay.
They can be temporarily stopped or questioned if, in certain limited circumstances, particularly if they don't know if the person is a U.S. citizen or not. But once it's been demonstrated that they are a U.S. citizen, they need to be released.
Okay, so this is ABC News, and this is published 6 hours ago. Okay, ICE agent cannot detain U.S. citizens. And in this case, ICE agents claim they have investigated and know about Renée Good. So of course they know she is a U.S. citizen. They don't have the right to detain her. And Renée Good herself also knows this. Let's listen to this doctor says, okay, he has only part of the video, and he didn't see that Renée Good was waving at the ICE agent and let them pass first.
That Renée was only trying to leave. Now moving to the exculpatory factors, Renée Good was harassing law enforcement officers prior to the shooting. For instance,
that's a lie. That's not true. Video recording or whatever, these are the neighbors are doing. And it's within their, you see, they see, I mean, I don't want to go into more. This is just a video recording. It's not like a harassment or direct confrontation.
She obstructed the operation of their vehicles with her vehicle.
You see, he claimed the reason he says so, he put out this video, and the reason he says so is because he says that he sees this picture. He claims she was here to block the police or ICE vehicles, but that's not true. That is, she was here because she wanted to pass through, and there was a vehicle in front of her that is stuck in snow. And then in this video, she waved at this ICE car, and so the ICE car has a higher priority than her to leave. I realized many times, okay, things are very obvious for me can be extremely convoluted and hard to determine by other people. I would directly say this guy, this doctor, you are not good at telling analyze or telling what's happening based on this analysis. You are not. You are the type, based on what you have shown your behavior. You could be very successful at a workplace. You are the type of a follower. The reason you are suitable for your job is because when you harm other people, because you can't tell, you yourself can't tell what's right, what's wrong. And it's really a feature of your brain here, of your brain. You can't tell what is right, what is wrong. And that protected you because you can't tell. That's why most of the time you stay in the middle, say things that are self-conflicting, and half of the things you say are wrong. And that's exactly protected you at workplace, so you survive the workplace. But are you the smart guy? Are you the person who have good analysis? No, look at how many errors in this very simple, short incidents. You made a ton. You assume ICE agent can arrest American citizens, born U.S. citizens. That's an error. You assume Renée Good was using her vehicle blocking the ICE agents. That's not true either. And then there's a final error of you. You claim that the ICE agent cannot see that Renée Good was turning on the right because the video of the wheel is in the lower section. So the wheel, sorry, not here, afterwards a little.
She could see John Doe standing near the front driver's side of her vehicle. He was not in a position to see her front wheels.
That's just not true. First, John Doe, if you look at the size of this head and this head, you see, I understand when people has mediocre brain, everything is confusing for them. He cannot tell the two heads are the same size, but this is so small. So John Doe at this point was not that close to the car. Okay. And then he claimed, John Doe, if you stand in front of a car, you try yourself. Yes, you can see the wheel are rotating. Not only that, he is looking through the windshield, looking at Renée Good. And Renée Good, in order for the wheel to turn to the right, Renée Good is rotating the wheel at the driver's seat. And her arm movement is obvious. You cannot miss it. And how can a self-claimed analyst, good analyst, where YouTube gave him almost 90,000 views now, have such abysmal analysis ability? You think about this. Okay, this guy, hugely popular. YouTube gave him 90,000. He only published this video 5 hours. But his analysis is filled with errors, mistakes, and misjudgment. But his conclusion is he sided with the ICE Barbie and the Trump administration. Although he says something like seem to be negative to them, but his ultimate outcome of his quote-unquote analysis is, Renée Good is the cause of her death, and ICE agents is not responsible whatsoever, okay? And that's the part I disagree. And I have in my this thing is very simple. If you stand in front of a car, not only you can see the wheel, you can see the tire, the wheel turning left, right. You can see the wheel in front of the driver's seat. Renée Good was rotating. There's no mistake about it. Okay? And I want to make a important argument further. Okay, he mentioned a little, but I'm going to make it important. Okay, and then this analyst, Dr. whatever, did mention, if you look at this, so the agent fired total of 3 shots. One agent, his name is published. I'm going to call him John Doe, like this person, okay? He fired 3 shots. 1 shot was fired from the front. The other 2 shots are fired from the side to kill Renée Good from the side window here, from the side window, okay? So we can say when he fired the 2 other shots killing Renée Good, American citizen, when he fired from the side, it doesn't threaten his life, okay? This vehicle cannot move sideways. But even this front shot, you do an extension yourself. When he shot this bullet to kill into the face of Renée Good, he was not on the track, in the path of this vehicle. He was on the right side of the path of this vehicle. So Renée Good received conflicting instruction from 2 other ICE officers, one asking her to leave. Okay? Renée Good was not blocking ICE operation, as I have explained earlier. And Renée Good was turning his wheel, as you can see if you stand in front of, she was turning her wheel to the left. You can't miss it. Even if you don't look at the tire, she was turning to the left if you are facing the vehicle. And this agent shot her when he was not in the track of the vehicle. And the video shows at any time of this agent was not in any danger. That's why the Minnesotan mayor said this is bullshit. He couldn't explain in detail. I can explain in detail because the agent was out of the path of this vehicle and he saw Renée. He should have seen. It's in front of his eyes. If his eyes have no medical problem, he should see it. If his eyes have medical problem, he should not have come here. Okay? So he should have seen Renée was turning the wheel to the right, to her right, to Renée's right, to his left, and then he's standing out of the path when he shot into the face of this American citizen, born American citizen, a white woman, a designated legal observer. And he has so much hate towards her, he shot her. And it's not because Renée has been blocking the ICE traffic all day long, as we have seen just before, a few minutes before Renée was shot by this agent, she waved and allowed the ICE vehicle to move before her in high priority. And the reason she was here, she was not, explained to this doctor, she was not blocking ICE. She was trying to turn so she can go passing a vehicle that was stuck in snow. There is no reason, no justification. So this doctor says the justification for this agent to shoot when he was not in the path of the vehicle, to shoot and kill, was because he wanted to protect his colleagues. This is wrong, because his colleagues, the other 2 agents, are not in the path of this vehicle either. And then the doctor says was to protect himself, because this is happened in split second. No, video shows at no time there's any possibility that this vehicle will run over him. Unless he is dead already. He's a dead meat piling there. No way, no how will happen. The only reason this male agent, shot this female American was because he has a sense of power over her. He feels he is in control. He can kill her and he can walk away. And that's why he did this. At his heart, he knows he is executing this woman not because he fears for his life, but because he doesn't like this woman. And that's the tragic, and that is a murder. That is a murder. That is a murdering an American woman because she is seen as on the left. So this is a political murder. And this Ice Arby is complacent in this political murder. And Donald Trump is complacent in this political murder. And J.K. Vance is complacent in this political murder. If, as this doctor say, this abysmal, let's go to this abysmal doctor, okay? If according to his analysis, Renée Good was harassing ICE agents, was leftist, was sympathetic to the Somalian immigrants, that's why she did. That's why she is responsible for her own death. Like this very messed up brain. Okay, this is really some messed up brain. Okay, and then if that's the case, then this is a political murder. It's even worse. Dr. Grande? Dr. Todd Grande? Are you trying to protect authority or are you trying to mess things up? I'm wondering. Okay? I'm going to publish this video. Okay? You can respond. You can respond to my argument. Okay? If you disagree. Okay? Everything I say is based on fact. Based on verified fact. And I look at all the fact. I don't look at just a section of the video. And I don't make assumptions saying, so when you, for example, when you turn the wheel of a vehicle, it's not just the tire is moving. Up there in the driver's seat, the wheel in front of the driver has also to be turned. You know, it can't be somebody standing in front of it do not see it unless his eyes are blind or have problem. Okay? I can't start to describe. You see, I don't know you. I don't know Renée Good. I don't support left. I don't support right. I'm in full support of removing illegal immigrants.